Okay, well, I started this once before. So first of all, I cleanse my crown chakra and my hands. I use a protection oil on my hands, and I run it through my hair. And then I'm gonna cleanse the area with some mugwort. And in the last the other video that I did and it stopped, today is July 7th, July 11th. That's 7/11. I wanted to look up the spiritual meaning of that, and it's spiritual growth and intuitive, like building off of your intuitive you're building your intuitive skills, okay? And you're integrating that in your personal life. Perfect, right? Because it's been a minute since I've done a video, and probably a couple years. So again, it's perfect for me, and it's probably perfect for somebody out there, many people. So, okay, let's get started. I'm going to burn some mugwort to cleanse the cards and to cleanse the area that I'm in. I love mugwort. It is a stronger scent, but it does help to clear the energy really, really well. It's also good for sleep. I used to make a little satchel, like a little bag with mugwort and lavender, and it really helps to sleep peacefully and to clear the negative energy while you're sleeping. But I usually burn some mugwort before going to bed and smoke cleanse with the mugwort over my bed, because I feel like it helps. It helps me. So, all right, the last time I burned mugwort, it like filled my house. So we all know what that means. There's a lot of not good energy, and being a Pisces and being an intuitive and not grounding myself, which would be in the water, not anything water related, taking a shower, helps to cleanse my energy. Being a Pisces, that is a water sign, we're also a mutable sign. So what that means is we're adaptable to certain things, right? We're also observers. We don't always speak on what's going on with other people's energy in the moment. We recognize our energy compared to others, and we're the observer, right? And so we really are. And we won't speak on what we see and what we feel right in the moment. But when people come to us and say, did you feel like this or that? Yes. We felt it before you even said it, right? All right, so I'm going to cleanse the area, my cards, with some mugwort before I get started. So I was thinking about what should I read for, and I feel like lately with Cancer with the moon being in Cancer and the sun being in Cancer, moon and the sun. I need to grab my other phone. Anyways, so the energy is really, the moon is in Cancer, right? So that's another water sign. That's my north node. And so I've noticed for myself that that's the loving mother energy, but it's also out of the water signs. I feel like it's the most social. Scorpios like to be in the mix, but they have that hard exterior. So when they are in the mix, they come off very mysterious and very, like, usually unapproachable, right? A Cancer loves and flows through the energy, right? Whereas a Pisces absorbs that energy and transmutes it very, like, like the Pisces are like the mirror. So they recognize the energy, they absorb it, right? And then they transmute it back to the energies around them, whether it be good, negative, whatever. That's what you're going to get from a Pisces. And all the water signs really are very much different. You know, we're the Pisces. We're Pisces, fishies. Cancer is a crab, and Scorpios are the scorpion, right? All very, you wouldn't think like the crab, maybe the crab, but not the scorpion, right? Would be associated with Scorpio. But it makes sense. And you wouldn't expect Scorpios to be a water sign. What I hear usually about Scorpios, oh, I thought it was a fire sign. That would make sense too. But they are a water sign. All right, so we're going to start with Cancer because it's Cancer season. All right, so I'm going to keep this mugwort burning here for protection for myself and the viewer. Like I said, I like to have that protection for you and for me. It's super important when we're dabbling into, not dabbling, but calling in those energies, right? So we're going to start with the Australia Realms. It's a crystal oracle. It's very pretty. I love it. So we've got... Okay, so it tells you like the type of stone it's related to. It tells you the space in like the spirit, like the universe, and then the intention of the card, which is healing. So I love this deck, and I've been using it for the last couple of days, which I haven't touched this deck in a long, long time. But I forgot how much I love this deck. So let's start with this. Okay, so we're going to start with Cancer and go through each sign with Cancer. I think that's the best way for me to go about it today. I will say I'm very sleepy today, so if you're sleepy today, that might be significant to you. I'm very tired. It's very like, I don't want to do a whole lot. I just want to be in my energy and block out the other energies. So maybe that's where you're at. Okay, so we've got clarity and divine love. I think I should turn on the light. Hold on, I'm going to turn the light on. Okay, I really need to get a ring light again. I used to have a couple, and then they broke, so then I didn't get a new one. Anyways, so we've got clarity. Can you see? Clarity. Citrine is the is the stone, and which is on the card, and then it says sun, which makes so much sense, right? Don't tell me I'm not an intuitive or spirit doesn't give me a message. So then we also have divine love, pink amethyst, soul star chakra. It's a pretty stone as well. All right, so we're going to keep those two. This is for Cancer. Can I get one more spirit for Cancer? Yeah, clarity, divine love. One more card. Nope. I want one more, please. Okay. Conviction. Red jasper. Edmund star. I'm not really sure what that one means. So. Jasper could be important. I feel like maybe the jasper, pink amethyst, which I don't have. I'm going to look for one. I have a lot of purple amethyst. It's very much a grounding energy for me. And citrine. I have a lot of citrine too. And I have a few red jaspers as well. So we're going to start with that. Clarity, divine love, conviction. And on the bottom we have insight. Peach selenite. Words are hard today. And universal chakra. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, clarity, like we were talking about before, Cancer really has clarity in where they're going, okay? And being a Cancer, you might be finding or coming into divine love. And I feel like that divine love is with self. That clarity coming in is having that clarity of, we're our own home, right? Cancer is very much about the home life and bringing love to that home life. So that makes sense. And then coming in with the conviction, with the insight. And alignment is underneath that. So I feel like at this point in time, Cancer, you are coming into your soul's purpose. You're recognizing it, you're feeling it, you're having the divine love and clarity for yourself. And it's a great place to be. It's working on self, it's creating insight for yourself, the conviction of knowing who you are and being able to express that and having this deep inner knowing, right? And the divine love, I feel like, is for yourself, which is also bringing in clarity. Okay, so next deck we are going to do, hold on. I want to find hold on one second. I love this deck, by the way. Okay, so next deck I'm going to use is Pathwork Oracle. I'm going to stay with the oracles. I love oracles. I feel like there's a lot more. The tarot is so saturated right now. The energy with tarot is so saturated. And lately I have been, the energy is more like, for me, I don't want to be in the tarot energy right now. I want to be in the oracle energy, clear messages, a better understanding of where I'm going, the energy around me. And for me, I need to know, tarot's fine, but I need to know the underlying issue and the underlying words to put, the words to put in where I'm at, right? Tarot is great, don't get me wrong, but it's strict, right? It's kind of like strict and like this and that, and it doesn't give you a real, and this is just my feeling on it, especially right now with all the weird energy in tarot. This gives me, oracle right now, it just gives me a better understanding where I'm at, where I'm going, and I feel like it's more of what people need, right? They need to know the deeper meaning, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. So we're going to use this Pathway Oracle. I love it. There's a lot of, okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we've got sympathetic joy for difficult people. And then loving kindness for all sentient beings. I love the color on here. And I love that it has these like deep meanings on it. And it gives you two, right? So loving kindness for all sentient beings. May we all be filled with peace. I love that. Sympathetic joy for different people. May your life be a celebration. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think it goes with the theme here, the clarity, the divine love, and the conviction. And I feel like this is a very home kind of energy. It's in the center of us, in the center of Cancer. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna shuffle these cards. Very well. I'm going to use 3 decks today. All right, let's get more on this clarity. What is this clarity about? Okay. So we've got wisdom. And I love the little elephant on the lotus. Lotus is about wisdom. Elephants are so intelligent, and when they leave a footprint, they leave a footprint forever, right? They are like the home. They come back to home. They are a very intelligent, loving being. So I love that. And there's the name above that. It's a little hard for me to pronounce, and I don't want to botch the words. So, but the meaning for this is wisdom, and that's under clarity. So we know when we have clarity, we know and we learn the wisdom and the teachings from that clarity. Okay. Divine love. Tell me more about this divine love. And like I said, these three crystals could probably citrine, pink amethyst, and red jasper could be important for you. Like I said, I have citrine and I have red jasper, multiples of those, but I've never heard of a pink amethyst. So, okay, at the bottom of this deck is no violence, Ashma, okay. And this one is for the divine love. Okay, like I said, come back to ourselves. I forgive myself for injury and pain I have caused myself, consciously or unconsciously. I offer myself forgiveness. I love when Spirit does that, like just really solidifies what I'm feeling. It makes me know that I'm on the right path because, second guessing myself is definitely a thing for me and I'm working on it. But all right, so the other one is sympathetic joy for difficult people. May your life be a celebration. And I love this. It's got the rainbow. The illustration on these cards is just amazing to me because it really, without even reading the bottom part, you can feel it, right? This difficult person is in the shadow, right? So it's like your shadow self, right? And the loving nature is right there, and it's showing the shadow self, the rainbow, the love, the honor, and that we have for ourselves and that we should be standing in. Then we have it's emptiness, right? These chains. We are breaking the chains. See how the cuffs are broken and the chain is broken? Like that is so true right now. So we're releasing the emptiness that we feel, right? Cancer is releasing that energy of feeling trapped, feeling not whole, and we're giving ourselves that energy, that divine love, and we're forgiving ourselves for the unconscious and the conscious things that we say about ourselves, that where we lack in giving ourselves credit for the wonderful things that we do, even the small little pat on the back, like, okay, this is so hard for me to get through, but I did it, right? And this is where Cancer is at. And then on the bottom of the deck is non-violence. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't. It's a cycle, right? We're pulling in that divine love for ourselves, for yourselves, Cancer. I keep saying myself because my North Node is in Cancer. So I'm not putting my energy out here. I've cleansed the energy, but I can recognize it, So I mean, and it also could be Cancer anywhere in your natal chart. Okay, so this divine love, we are learning to forgive ourselves, having the empathy for the harder, shadowy side of ourselves, and where the emptiness, where with all of that energy, we're breaking the chain of the empty feeling. We're filling ourselves with the love that we can give to ourselves, right? Because it all starts with self. All right, tell me more about conviction. Okay, this is a mantra. So that shows like this. Wait, no. Like this. Like this. Yes. So it says Prana Mudra. Our lives are on a journey shared through our togetherness. This is for conviction. I love it. Spirit is just showing, like, yes, you should be giving this message out today. Let's get another one for conviction. Please. One more for conviction and our journey. All right, we have, it looks like a peacock, right? And a lotus too. So lotus is all about love and new beginning. And the lotus doesn't it's so beautiful when it opens, right? And where it's grown is usually in a swampy area, which again, that is telling me once more that we're releasing as cancers are releasing the negativity, the things that hold them back. They're breaking the chains of their shadowy self, right? They're breaking those chains and coming back to home. So, all right, this is so pretty, right? A peacock in the lotus, and peacocks also have a very prominent spiritual meaning. Peacocks with their flowers, like their colors, those are males, so it could be for a male, and energy is. Gender is, fluid. So this could be your masculine side talking to you or giving you the strength to hone in on your feminine side. Or it could be could be a male in your life, or you could be a male watching this. So the desire to bloom and show your colors. Do it. Get out there. I mean, and the lotus should also be letting you know that even though those dark shadows of ourselves, that's where the beauty of us, the beauty of cancers have grown in the murky. And that also makes sense, right? Crabs go underground, right? Like the little ones, they like to go in the water, but they can stay alive in the ground. I think that's where they bury their like eggs and stuff like that too, right? I could be wrong. If I am, just put it in the comments. But again, it's like a very big circle with Cancer in this reading. And again, Cancer is about the home. So we've got a desire here to bloom beautifully with this conviction for ourselves, for Cancer selves. Again, it's all... I mean, I love how Spirit, when they do that, and it just brings validity to the reading, right? And so it's all encompassing, and it all makes sense. Anyway, this is desire. So the desire to loving ourselves in this new journey, and having the conviction of that. Like, I am no longer allowing my past to decide and make me feel like that has to be my future continuously. And then we have Vairocana, again, something dark with something beautiful. This is about a life force. You see him, like a dragon in the lotus. Again, for me, the dragon can be one. It can go either way, right? Either the dragon is peaceful but protective, right? Or the dragon can also be very malicious, very on guard, and just a protective energy, right? Very, I'm going to burn this mother effer down, right? Kind of thing. Because you looked cross at me. How dare you look at me like that? But I also feel with this being on the lotus, it's like, again, recognizing that I can grow from the darkest, murkiest waters, right? But it's beautiful when it's blooming, right? You're blooming into your own protection, but you're doing it in a way that, again, it's protecting your inner being with a conviction. You're putting it out there like, I'm not tolerating that. I am not doing that to myself, and I'm not allowing anybody else to do that to me. So what's the bottom of the deck? Synthetic joy for loved ones. May your life be a celebration. Didn't we have another one like that? And it was like celebrating ourselves and the joy for difficult people. This is the outside, right? So it's sympathetic joy for loved ones, your family, your friends. It's a time for transition. There's a lot of butterflies on this, right? There's family and friends and butterflies, and it's also she looks like a tree, right? So she's allowing the people around her, whether they be negative or having the darkness, it's bringing this Cancer energy is promoting it outwards, right? Pushing it outwards. Like, okay, you may be this person, and I collide with that kind of energy, but I'm just going to give you love. I'm going to push that energy of love, and I'm not going to absorb that negative energy, right? And I'm going to push that love out to the people around me. Again, the divine love. Okay, I love where this is going. I hope it's resonating with people. Like I said, this is for Cancer energy, whether it be your sun, your moon, your rising, your north node, any of your house placements. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do this oracle deck now. It's called In Dreams again. I am so I love different decks that you don't see other people using. I love oracle decks, but I also go by the illustrations, whether on the outside of the deck, the book, the box, right? Like I said, words are hard today. So if somebody might be slipping up on their words today as well, feeling very I don't know how to express myself, or express myself for a situation, or express myself with oneself, right? So again, I just want 3 cards for each one of these, and then this is just closing out the reading. Okay. Yeah, look at the illustration. It's not like something you typically see, right? And again, it has no meaning on this. I have to read the book in order to know the meaning, the specific meaning for each card. But 18 could be significant. 9, because 8 and 1 equals 9. And then 21. So 2, 1, or 3 could also be significant. But I have to use the book with this because sometimes I'm able to read it without the book. I'm able to pull in the energy of that card. But I just want to give you the specific meaning of it for this. Okay, so what do we have? Clarity and wisdom. What's the closeout message for clarity and wisdom? For Cancers. Oh, Lord. Okay, okay. 36 could be significant. And if you want to look at this, it's a woman sitting in a chair with a rose. So feminine energy could be significant. And this rose, if you look at it, she's holding it very gently, and it's like this. So let's get the book and read out this, what this message is. All right. Again, this energy is for Cancer, and that could be in your sun, moon, rising, in any of your house placements, your north node, your south node, however it resonates with you. You could be dealing with a Cancer, and maybe you don't understand why they're pulled back, or that you don't understand the energy that's coming towards you with that Cancer. Okay, so let's see. Earth, material world. Talk about your dreams. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. Yes. So with this, it's earth. It speaks upon the earth, your material world. Okay. So that also is sun, moon, rising, water, fire, earth, and wind, right? And so this is also Cancer, probably dealing with an earth sign. Earth signs are Capricorn. I'm drawing a blank again. Okay, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Capricorn, Taurus. What is wrong with me? Hold on 1 second. I don't know why I'm going blank. This is difficult. Okay. Virgo. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Those could be significant dealing with a Cancer. And I apologize. I went completely blank. I'm not normally like that. So again, this may be a grounding. You could be a Cancer that is, again, trying to pull in and feel stable within yourself. So you're bringing in material could mean that's how you're presenting, right? Like the woman, just like, I have everything I want. It's okay. But that's how you're coming off, right? But really, on the inside, you're getting clarity about yourself. Really honing in on the wisdom that you have learned. So, okay. I feel like I lost myself. Like I couldn't figure out, and I know the zodiac signs. It's just I was really drawing a blank, and like I said, maybe a Virgo is really significant for you. Maybe you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising with a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising. Yeah. All right. So clarity. What is this one? I forgot already. And I apologize. Okay, divine love. Divine love, I forgive myself. Sympathetic joy for difficult people and emptiness. So like I said before, we're learning how to forgive ourselves. That divine love. Oh, that one really wanted to come out. I'm going to pull up one more. Okay. All right. So we have 16 and 40. Those numbers could be significant, or 7, or just 4. Okay. 36, though. 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 9 could be significant. All right, so we have 40 on this one. And they're kind of like in the sideways position. So it could be something coming in. So 16. Okay. Stop and get to know yourself. Earth, it's an earth sign, material world. Stay home, read a favorite book, remember happy moments. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. We're going to be talking about that. So it's basically like what I was saying is saying not to find yourself, but in a way it is, right? So it's about creating the new version of yourself. Hence why I was talking about like shadow work, right? Cancer is obviously really in a state of like, okay, I know this about myself. How am I gonna go out into the world and with this new sense of self, right? How am I gonna go out in the world and present myself? And this isn't a vain energy. It's very much whatever I feel about myself, putting it out there, but in a very earthy kind of down to earth kind of way. And like I said before, Cancer is like the crab, right? So pulling in that energy of like knowing yourself, right? Enough within yourself and rebirth, right? Kind of that energy, right? And then that would make sense because look at the illustration on these cards are so great. I love it. Okay. If I can pick it up. So 16. This is an earth sign. And which makes sense because there's this purple. Purple could be significant. Red could be significant. And this looks like a dog too, attached to her. So bringing back, dogs are loyal creatures, right? They're loyal animals. I don't know why I called them a creature. I have a dog. She's very loyal. She's amazing. She helps me with everything and anything. So then we have number 40. I'm interested to see what this means. Looking at the card, I feel like it's split, right? And there's two faces, right? There's one in the middle, right? But it's sitting in a way that it's like you could tell that it was like split, and then the side of it is showing the two split energies, right? I think this is another earth sign though, because the way that this looks on the top of this person's head, it looks like horns, like a ram or something, right? All right, number 40. grow and learn. Earth. Material world. Evolve. Learn something new. Take a master class. Have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it. I love this. So it was like basically looking in on ourselves, growing and learning. Another growing and learning. Another growing and learning aspect of this reading, right? For cancers. And with having like three, cancers must be really dealing with an earth sign, because all three of these cards are all earth. So it goes by water, earth, fire, air, right? So that's how this book is. So again, you really are trying to hone in. Maybe that's what it is. Cancer energy is really trying to hone in. Cancer is all about the home anyways. And so we're learning how to create ourselves with that divine love and the clarity that we're getting. And having that insight and, I forgot what this is very much a home, and the conviction of making sure, like, the conviction of knowing who we are, what we want, and presenting that out to the world in all of these aspects, right? And like I said, this says evolve. Learn something new, take a master class. So that also could mean about like going to school, self-help, realization. Okay. And I'm telling you, this is a Cancer reading, and there's a lot of these three cards from this one book is all earth. Okay, so one more card for conviction. Okay. I'm hearing one more card again. Of course, I say one and I get two. Okay. So we've got a butterfly, which is in the sideways position, number 11. So one or two can be significant. Then we have these two cards. And I won't read these cards in the reverse. So we've got 18 and we got 20. So 18, 1 and 8 is 9. We got 11 here. 1, 2, 3 11s here. Yep. 3. So 11 could mean something to anybody. So we've got 8 in this. 8 and 1. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it looks like two women encompassed by angel wings. You see this? And this is the dream card. So all of these could mean something. You've been seeing these in your dreams, because there's a dog. Now there's a butterfly. Flowers could mean something. You're probably seeing a lot of flowers in your dreams. And that's in the sideways. We got 18, and then this one is 20. So as you can see, there's a man and a woman, and they're touching fingers, right? So again, this could mean it could mean male or female energy, right? But it also could be a marriage. Like, this looks like marriage to me, connecting. And they also look like seahorses, don't they? They look like seahorses. Have you been dreaming about seahorses or feathers or butterflies? Okay, and the bottom of the deck is 23. I have to, she's got tatas showing, so I have to kind of do this, but, oh, and it looks like a guitar. Like she's playing, like there's a guitar playing, and then she's playing, maybe that's a harp? I don't know. Oops. Tatas are showing. Wish I could show the whole picture. How can I do this? But it looks like music. Okay, so music could be significant. All right. We have a lot of twos, I feel like, out here too. Okay, so let's start with 11. I feel like that's about transformation. I feel like that's very it's obvious, right? Okay, renew. That's a water sign, feelings and emotions. Look at the world with new perception. And Cancer is a water sign. Okay, so let's see, feelings, emotions. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. That's from Mark Twain. All right, so again, you're renewing yourself, Cancer. You're learning about yourself and what you want to put out in the world. And what is your footprint? Like the elephant, right? What is the footprint you want to leave on this earth, or that you want to put on this earth, right? And like this says, it says the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Okay. And again, dragons are flowers or like wings could be a significant thing. Okay. The numbers could all be significant as well. We've got repeating twos. We've got repeating ones. Yeah, a lot of, 9, 7, 8, 1. Oh, yeah, we do got 3. Okay, we got 4 ones over here, so 11, 7, 7, 9, 9. Yeah, all the numbers are here. There's lots of repeating numbers. Okay, so 20. Okay. Love to interact, earth material sign. Take time to share your gifts. One word frees all of us. Words are hard. One word frees us all of all the weight and pain of life. The world is love. Again, I think that's like perfect for this reading. Yes, honing in, learning yourself, giving yourself that divine love. Again, this is like sharing your gifts. And male and female energy, is fluid, right? So they're sharing this energy together, and they're only doing it by the touch of a finger. So you could be a Cancer learning your masculine and energy sides, and with the fingers touching, you could be learning about yourself in that way, rediscovering what that means. What does my male energy look like? What does my female energy look like? How do I want to combine the two to work in the world in a more grounded energy, right? Hold on, I need some water. My mouth is dry. Why? All right, sorry to glug in your face. All right, so like I was saying, you could be learning about because there's these two cards, there's energies looking at each other. So that could definitely be what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. Transformation, animals, flowers could be significant, roses specifically, lotus specifically. All right. Let's see, the last one, the bottom of the deck is 23. I can't show it because her tatas are showing, but it gives me very much like musical abilities, or maybe you should be looking into music, or you express yourself through music, because it looks like she's playing like strings, some kind of string thing, and her hair is flowing with the guitar, and she's just like embodying all of the music and flowing with it. Okay, so let's see what 23. Okay, conceive, create, implement, water feelings, emotions. Don't be afraid to be funny. Give way to your emotions. It's time to be yourself. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Again, it's chef's kiss with this reading, Cancer. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that you're recognizing your emotional self. You're diving deep within yourself to give yourself the clarity, the understanding of who you are, what footprint you want to leave in this world or put in this world. You're doing that by standing in your feminine energy, but also recognizing the two energies that live within you, the masculine and the feminine side of you. Like I said before, music could be a huge, significant thing for you, and you're wise. You're learning your wisdom, but through your wisdom is giving you clarity about who you are, what you are, and you're being stable in that. Like I said, there's a lot of earth here, and earth, again, it says material world. Yeah, you could have a lot of wealth coming into you, like money. But there's another side of wealth. That means like stability. That means standing grounded, being able to walk through life knowing that yourself is wealthy because you have self-love. You give generously to others, right? That's another form of earth energy. You give with no expectation of getting something back, and you're really staying prominent in that energy. You could really be looking at yourself from both sides, your feminine energy or your masculine energy. You're learning to integrate both of them. You see both of them. Or it could also mean that, this one looks like two women. Ow! Sorry, my kitten wants to say hi. Say hi. Okay, now you gotta get down. Mama's doing a reading. You gotta learn this. Okay. So with this card, it looks like two women, right? So it could be same-sex kind of thing. And then the male and the female, it could also mean bisexual. There's a lot of women up in here, a lot of feminine energy. So, there's only one masculine energy here. So I feel like the focus isn't so much on the masculine energy, or it could be I heard previous. So this feminine energy could have had a masculine energy in their life at one point. With all this feminine energy, though, they're definitely not about, maybe that's what this is. It's like, this feminine energy is really trying to look at their masculine energy and having respect for it in a way that brings clarity, wisdom, divine love. They love all parts of themselves, but they really know who they are energetically. She wants love. Am I right? Is Mama telling the thing right? Okay. All right, guys. That's for Cancer. I love you all. You put it all in the comments if you want, like what you think, if this resonated with you or not. The next one I'm going to do is like Cancer and other signs. And then, and then I'm going to get a feeling of the energy around Cancer. Okay? Another one. I'm going to end it out. This is more like self, right? The next one for Cancer, I'm gonna read for each zodiac sign dealing with a Cancer, and then the last one is gonna be Cancers dealing with other energies. Any more? Okay, I don't know. I'll figure it out how to word that. All right, guys. Bye.